Hello everybody, today we're trying some new, how should we say this, VTubing avatar. How do you like me now? Do you think I look suckhead? But let's continue where we last left off. And, by the way, comment in the description below if you would like me, the Honorable ZeroTwoMike, to continue using this avatar. I kinda like her, but ZeroTwo will sadly not work. But she looks at good, so we were last left off where Natsuki left off. Amy likes spiders. You know what? I heard Amy like about Amy. Amy likes spiders. Ike's rapes hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I hear her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chord, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? Why I'm not friends with her? It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. I'm going to tell everyone. Poem, Natsuki. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit long, but then yesterday was too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not, my queen. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in the poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with more than just simple analogy. And it helps people realize how stupid they are being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of the poem isn't injurious. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everybody thinks. That's no matter. It can be about anyone. I write it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Sometimes they are afraid, or if people find out they'll make fun of you for doing less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Wow, who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? Dang it, them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of people can too. It's who I do. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like convincing emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. You're poetic as always, my queen. I will obey to you and you only. Now, the tea lover. Sorry for the wait, you did not even wait. But I had to change the gas canister of the oven. Yes, I have those all. Don't you question me, I am your superior anime girl. um, are you still mad at me? Huh? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday? Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. Meanwhile, when I whispered her, I whispered you too, didn't it? Oh no. Yuri, you might be reading into this a little too much. How could it be? How could I be so stupid? I always let those things happen. Whether I think before I speak or I just comes out of awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know that is just what Monica wants, but it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori. Yori, please. It makes it easier for me if you don't express any word. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need. Yori smiles at and puts her head down on the desk. But I don't know. I don't hate her, but it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that that's how it is. She is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abandon to the request. That's why you're wrong. You didn't have to do that. You were supposed to be the good friend and tell her you don't think she's bad and just friends after all, not closer friends. We don't do that stuff here. But Monica, dear Monica, hi again, ZeroTwoMike. That was kind of silly with Natsuki earlier, wasn't it? I'm glad the two of you have been getting along so well. You witch! That's one way to put it. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. I like the way this turned out, so I hope you do too. Preferred handwriting and digital read, okay. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. The bright, beautiful colors, flashing, exploding, pairing. Red, green, blue, and endless. Composed of meaningless noise. The noise isn't what stopped. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, wavering, speaking, screeching, piercing, stings gone through, like playing a chalkboard on turbo. Like playing a chalkboard on turbo. Like playing a violin on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Okay? I will do your request, Monica. Are you sure you want to override it? Yes. Loading will lose unsaved data. I know that you, my beautiful. Although I'll do it. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I read it. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing that I've never really seen before, I guess. kind of like playing with my space on paper. Choosing the where and how the spatial words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's absolutely like magic. The way I write the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak out the noise. Over the noise, I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it is about. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract a physical expression of feelings or a convention with the reader. So putting it the way not even poems is able for something. Anyway, yes, Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this a tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening. Monica. Why are you giving me advice for saving the game? But we'll let it go. Okay, everyone. We're all done and reading each other's poems, right? I have some extra plans today, so if everybody could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? Is it not like can we put together anything good in just a few days? Well, just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're all going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Shiori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give our during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but it doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. Sorry. We are going to be performing. Monica? Yeah, we are going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to read during the event. I don't know what she's trying to say, but the cool part is, cool, Monica, we are also going to let anyone else come up and perform poems too. Shiori put it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Shiori, who is being glowing a poster, hold it up for us to see. That scream was a little high end on my side. Are you kidding me, Monica? You don't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people. I agree with Natsuki. I couldn't never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri sticks her head into your guys. No, Shiori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember, Natsuki and Yuri never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to react their poems out loud to the whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of the club. If you start the event and it's put on a good performance, they still inspired others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everybody what the Literature Club is about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being a man, intimate with yourself, finding your new horizons, having fun. That's right. And if that's those reasons, we're all in the club today. Don't you want to share that with others? Don't inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know you do all. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes reenacting a poem, then I know you can do it. There's silence. I would be too. It's a big job. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Shiori looks worried. I guess that leaves me on no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Shiori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any argument left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright, two. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everybody else's expected faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's great. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We are going to practice reacting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, that is too sudden. What if you can't react your poems in front of the club? How do you expect to do it in front of a stage? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everybody feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook of space poems she has in mind for herself. She then starts behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reenacting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. Monica that her influence is pursued. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line. She reenacts, bringing the words to life. It is something she done before, or it is simply unnatural. I glance around me. Everybody has their eyes on Monica. Yuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the reenaction.
The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you all ready to go? Are you ready to go next, Yori? I'll go next. Well, Yuri, you're so fired up all of a sudden. Yuri glances a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This is a poem. It's called Yuri Anxiety Glance as each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do it. Why is she suddenly putting it in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes for the worse. It's almost like she happened when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into shapely syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in just section that she encounters with a perfect timing. This must be a rare glance into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she finishes. Everybody is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered everyone, even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everybody joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were all caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applauded, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rises back into the seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. So Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. So Yuri, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reacting to other people. Imagine you're reacting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so I'll come out the best the way you. I see. Okay then. So Yuri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as perfect match. This poem isn't less cheery like Yuri is. It's stern and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she liked my poems. It's like I get to react more deeper into something I thought I never thought I knew. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori! Even ZeroTwoMike like that! I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It comes out nicely, Sayori. poem fits you really nicely, but it might be the other poems who wouldn't quite as well work the kind. Eh? Did I really? I didn't understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that soft and gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. That might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's why I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. Well, don't have much time before the festival, you know. Cat! Now who's next? Natsuki. Don't make me go before ZeroTwoMike. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let ZeroTwoMike lower everybody's standards a little before I have to go. It's okay. It's fine. I might as well go and get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I've written for today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everybody has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. No! I would look them in the eyes and say hello and read it perfectly to them. I react my poem. Since I'm not exactly comfortable in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. It's not hard at all. You just read from the heart. Despite the ones I finished, I recently applaud anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everybody else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something I'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. Then just leave you Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Yawning. Natsuki Bringles gets up off her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called. It's called. Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts enacting the poem, her sore attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unasked, her poem has a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bound up and down as they give life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everybody applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh well, do you at least feel prepared enough for reacting the poem in front of the face of people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be easier. I can't put on the face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Suzuki. I thought you wouldn't be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so, well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That's it. I want to thank everybody for coming today. I might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it is like now. make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reenacting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to react instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting it all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about time. I know the festival is coming, but it's late writing poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day. I can't wait. I can't do this. I can't do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Shiori and Monica, but I'll do the best to get through it. If it isn't for the sake of the club, I'm impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go home, Shiori? Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Hey, geez guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It makes me a little. It must be nice though. Well, how am I supposed to react to this? It's okay, gentlemen, you don't have to say it. Let's just go ahead. I walk home with Shiori once more. Even though it's been a few days, a lot have already changed. But today Shiori is being a little quiet than usual on the way home. Hi Shiori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No worries. I was thinking about something from earlier. I'd like how would get to. Shiori fumbled her words. So let's just say the one day Yori asked to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me in a spot here. Indeed. I would walk home with Yori. I would still walk home with you, Shiori. Shiori. You really think I would ditch you for Yori? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I would just ruin that for you. You're so silly, ZeroTwoMike. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted. If so, Yuri, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure out you sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what is the point of spelling something that's never going to happen? The conversation tells off. It's kind of weird things from Shiori is caring so much about me, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in the time.
And I'll see all of you in the next episode of DLC. And let me know in the comment section below if you want my beautiful Zarana. Yes, we will call her Zia. No, Zia, yes. If you want Zia to continue living on her VTuber life. And I'll see all of you in the next one. Bye bye!